You shared it. My echo a little bit. Oh, excuse me. That was gross out. Hello.
Oh yeah, it was.
I'm gonna have to cut that out.
It's like what?
Maybe nobody was
Okay.
on yet. Hello, everybody. As you guys come in, it's not quite 1 yet, but as you guys come in, make sure you like this post and share it. It will be greatly appreciated. It's going to be a great show today. I am your girl, Kim K from Lush Consulting Firm, and you've tuned in to Business Awareness Thursday with Lush. Today, I have a very, very, very talented individual on the show today. Of course, if you're her Facebook friend, you already know her talents and how she work her magic and everything. So we're gonna talk about that. Again, as you come in, just make sure you like and share. Business Awareness Thursday is brought to you by Queen Fit Activewear and of course Lush Consulting Firm. So today we have Ashley Loveless, which is the owner and founder of New Credit Inc. Well, thanks for having me. I'm about to tell you well.
I know, right? Thank you. Thank you for having me as well.
So, some may be curious. They may just learned or not long ago found out that you repair credit. How long have you been in the credit industry?
Actually, I've been in the credit industry for 11 years strong now.
11 years. So, when we speak as credit repair, what specifically is credit repair?
Credit repair is the removal of derogatory negative accounts that are affecting your credit score. Those accounts are not erased from the creditors unless they send you, something specifies that they're closing out their accounts, but it simply removes the accounts from your credit report so they're not affecting your credit score any longer. Okay.
When you chose to come in the credit industry, what made you choose to do this?
My credit was horrible. And I fixed my own credit, and once I fixed my credit and saw the benefits that I was able to obtain by having good credit, I turned it into a business because I knew other individuals needed the help as well.
So you do coaching as well, correct?
Correct. I do credit counseling, financial literacy. I help individuals get budgets together so they can maintain their credit because it is a very important aspect of maintaining good credit.
So with credit counseling or credit coaching, what is expected in that?
Discipline. The number one rule of thumb to maintaining credit as a whole in your finances, you have to get disciplined and change your mindset. You cannot continue to do the bad things or the bad habits that you had that got you in a situation because obviously they're not working for you. So you have to be willing to get disciplined and change your mindset.
Okay. When clients come to you, do you do a consultation?
Yes, majority of my clients will do a phone consultation. I have had clients that I had to meet. I'm open to meeting, however, there is a charge for consultation that will go towards your service if you decide to sign up. But I'm open to do a phone consultation at any time.
When you do consultation, do you decide do they need to actually have repair or do they need to build? Is that generally in your consultation?
Yeah. And there are individuals that can vouch. If you reach out to me and say, Ashley, can you look at my report and see if I actually need your service? A lot of times, I'm not going to say a lot of times, but in certain situations, individuals don't need my service. They just need somebody to tell them to do X, Y, and Z to get the scores moving, or me to just give them some insight on what they're doing wrong that's making their scores be at a standstill or not move, or continue to drop. Because a lot of people don't know the ins and outs when it comes to credit. So,
right.
Yeah.
So tell them how much your consultation fee is.
My consultation fee is $25. Again, that's if we have to meet. If I have to physically, because right now I'm not in the office. I am working toward getting in the office, but because if I have to come out and meet you, it is $25 consultation fee. It does go toward the service, whatever service you choose to go with.
Okay. With other service, with other service that you offer? I know you do credit repair, you do credit counseling. What are some of the other services?
Financial literacy. Well, we can sit down and come up with the budget. There is a fee for that. The first consultation is $100, and I actually help you get a budget plan in place, help you set up saving plans. That is included. Each additional session after the first initial consultation is $65 for the financial literacy and budgeting. I also offer services where I can help you get your business up and going, such as LLC, 501c3 paperwork. The prices for that, they pretty much range because it depends on what all you need.
Okay. I know you have an upcoming seminar, Pushing Forward with Purpose. Yes. What can people expect to experience when they attend this seminar?
When you come to this seminar, it's going to be a movement. When you leave this seminar, I say you're going to leave with a different mindset. You're going to leave with a lot of negatives that's going to push you, want to make you push forward to find your purpose, to do better in life. You're going to receive some credit tips. You're going to receive a lot of different information to help you get on board with finances, investment ideas, investment tips. Some of the contacts that I have that have helped me enter the investment world that nobody pretty much wanted to share with me. So I did a little research myself, and I'm one of the people that once I learn things, I like to give back. So it's not going to be one of them seminars where you're going to come and just hear me talk. You're going to really gain something before you leave there, and you're going to walk out of there a different person than you came. And if you didn't, we need to talk because we need to figure out where I went wrong. But it's so much knowledge that I want to give, and just motivation to help individuals push forward with purpose, finding their purpose.
Right, which means you'll need to invest in yourself to do so, because there will be a fee, I'm sure, for the seminar.
Correct. There will be a fee, but again, you're getting something. You're not coming there just to hear me talk. You're going to leave there with more than probably what the fee that you are paying is worth. You're going to leave there with some great knowledge.
Okay. I know a lot of times when people think credit repair or want to get their credit repaired, they always think of time frames. Explain the importance of why you can't give or you don't give a time frame.
When it comes to credit repair itself is a process. I don't give time frames simply because I'm a very transparent person. I don't like to lie to my clients. So I don't like to put a date on anything because you simply can't. Because no two files will ever be the same. And when I say that, the way Kim may have paid her credit cards 5 years ago, meaning she may have paid everything on time 5 years ago. She's never had a delinquent account. She has accounts that have age on them, accounts that she's gotten credit history built up over the years. So quite naturally, the age is what builds your credit. Utilization is what builds your credit. Positive payment history. Whereas another individual may have everything on their credit report is negative. They never paid their account on time. Or let's just say hypothetically they paid a car on time for 2 years and the remainder of the term of the loan, they were late. Okay, there's late payments that's revolving in their credit history. So Kim's credit is probably going to move a whole lot faster because she may have just had 1 or 2 negative accounts that were a hiccup along the way, where this individual may have 12 and 13 accounts that have been late or 13 negative accounts. So you can't really compare two files in the way they're moving because you don't know what the individual may have going on with their payment history or how many positive accounts they have that's giving them that instant boost. And I just prefer not to give time frames simply because, again, credit has to be built. Nobody can honestly tell you that they can give you a credit score. We just don't have that type of manpower or the ability to do so. You have to build your credit because there are different metrics that go into building your score. And payment history and low utilization is one of them. And of course, the age of accounts. If you're just starting credit repair and we put new credit accounts on there, be prepared for your score to be, gradually grow. You're not going to see an 800 credit score in 6 months. It's just not going to happen.
Be realistic with yourself.
Yeah, be realistic.
As far as your contract, I've looked through your contract and I see where you have things that can breach your contract.
Correct.
What are some of those things that can breach your contract?
There are 3 things in my contract that an individual can do to breach. I'm really a stickler on one in specific because which is pulling your credit inquiries while you're in my program. You cannot pull your credit while you're in the program under no circumstances. I know things happen, and I'm open. I'm okay with that. However, if something is going on in your life, I need you to reach out to me and say, "Hey, Ashley, X, Y, Z is happening. Can you look at my credit and see if I can go do this?" We got to get out the habit of just doing things and not even viewing your credit to see if you are able to do it. And then you get 20 inquiries and you still deny it, which means you haven't even did what you were trying to do. So now we're back to square one. You still haven't accomplished anything. And that's why that policy is in place, because I don't want people to continue to do that. If you sign up for my bi-weekly special, if you don't pay the second payment, you breached your contract, which means when you decide that you want to come back into the program, you're going to have to pay the full fee up front. You can't participate in any type of specials again. Because I don't have a payment plan, I have a flat rate fee, but I try to break the payments up to help people get signed up. And another one of the policies is when you sign up for the credit monitor program, and I'm kind of lenient with that because I know people have challenges from month to month, but just reach out to me and say, hey, Ashley, I can't, keep the program going, the monitor program going, what are my options? And let's try to figure some things out. But if I can't check it, I can't update it. If I can't update it, I can't dispute. So again, help me help you.
Right. And then sometimes with them pulling credit or with someone not doing what they need to do, they basically working against you rather than working with you.
Exactly.
As far as age goes, what is the earliest age someone can start building credit?
The age of 16. If you have students that are in high school, and one of the reasons why I like my program is because I'm not only repairing credit, but I'm actually trying to get people to learn how to maintain credit, to get their credit scores, not just fixed, but to keep them good. So they can start adding their teenagers onto their credit cards because they have learned to keep the utilization down, which in return is going to build their child's credit up. So 16 is the age. If you have some 11th graders, start adding them to some accounts if the credit card is in good standing and the utilization is low. So
the cards have to be in good standing. They have to be paid on time. Every month, or you're going to ruin your child's credit, basically.
Yeah. So, and if you know you're not going to do the right thing, don't add them, because we don't want to, mess up a credit file that has the potential of, growing, and it's already damaged because of them just being put on the wrong card. So.
Right. Give just a couple tips, small tips of how individuals can possibly build their credit, like just something small that they can just start off with.
One of the most important things is getting the credit report cleared of negative items. I don't recommend anybody to start rebuilding credit if there's still negative items revolving on the credit report, because you're not going to see any benefit from it, honestly, because even if the credit score moves, who's going to approve you? You got negative accounts revolving. Right. So first thing first is remove the negative, whether you do it yourself or get with someone else to remove the negative items, and then get you some accounts that do not require a credit pool. There are some secure cards. You need to do some research and do some reading. There are some secure cards that do not do a credit pool. There are some trade lines out there that do not require any credit. Those accounts boost your credit score. So,
explain the difference in personal credit and business credit and why it's important to keep them both separate.
Okay, personal credit is accounts that you should be getting for personal use, such as if you go get a personal credit card, a personal loan, and they say personal loan. Business credit are accounts that you are going to get, such as lines of credit, such as Quill, Granger, different things like that you're using specifically for your business and business credit cards. The reason why you do not want to combine your personal credit and your business credit together is because if for some reason the business fails, your personal life, your personal credit should not fail with the business.
Right.
You should be able to just let those business accounts go, and they go into a negative status, but your personal credit should never fail, or your personal life shouldn't have to be affected because the business closed. You shouldn't be intertwining the two. So, a lot of people are doing it, and we got to get away from it, because you see a lot of businesses close, and then when businesses close, people losing their houses, losing their cars and stuff because they've combined. They had to go file bankruptcy because they got all this business credit on their personal credit, and you shouldn't be doing it.
Right, and then that goes back again. She said that she helped start a business, and you should get an LLC to keep the liability separate as well. So that's another thing, which attend her seminar, you'll find out those things. With trade lines, you mentioned trade lines earlier. What are they and how are they beneficial? Because everybody don't know what they are.
Trade lines are lines of credit that post to your credit report that you do not use. You do not have access to these accounts. However, whenever a line of credit is on your credit report that has low utilization and high available credit, that is what boosts your credit scores. I know a lot of people always hear me preach, keep the utilization under 30%. I really recommend keeping the utilization under 15% because you'll see a bigger increase. But anytime your utilization is low, it gives you more available credit, and that is how your credit scores increase. So with the trade lines, every month that they post with a low utilization and a high available credit, you're going to keep getting an increase in your scores. It may be 20, 30 points here, but a lot of people, a lot of people want to see 100 points, but I'm going to tell you something. 20 or 30 points is a lot of points for your credit score to increase monthly. That's a lot. If you're hitting 60 and 70, you're doing great. But 20 and 30, and it goes back to your credit has to build. Right. It has to build, and that's how it builds. So if you are overutilization every month, your score is dropping, and you're moving backwards. So once you get it back under control, you'll see it starting to move, but it's pushing you backwards. That's how people get to the 800s, because every month, you're getting 20 points here, 20 points there, and it takes time.
Exactly. For those who are tuning in, just make sure you like and share this post. Also, if you're coming or have any questions, you can post your questions. Feel free to post them. And after we're done, Ashley or myself will answer anything that's needed. If it's something directed to her, she'll answer it. Or if it's something you want to inbox me, I'll forward it to her. So just make sure you feel free to ask questions. Okay, you explain the trade lines. What are some of the things you can share that people can do to help protect themselves from credit fraud?
I highly recommend setting up, what is it called? Any of the credit monitor programs that you pay for, they have like an identity shield. You're going to get alerts probably every day. If somebody's trying to access your credit, it's going to give you alerts saying that somebody's applying for credit. You know it's not you. Be proactive. A lot of people seem to not know how to attack those issues. And that's one of the things that my clients, like I've gotten them in the mode. If you see something that's not yours, you need to call the creditor and, get on it right then. Don't wait. Don't ignore it. Because if somebody's trying to use your credit, you need to stop it before it happens. Another thing is put a fraud alert on your credit. There's nothing wrong with having a fraud alert. It's a headache, but it protects you. Right. It protects you. Of course, you probably won't get, be able to apply for things right off and get the approval, but that's okay. I would rather get the client, not the client, but them saying, hey, we're going to need to refer the information, and they have to send me something in the mail for me to verify that I'm actually who I am, versus somebody going to have a full shopping spree with my social. Right. And max out cards within, 2 or 3 days. Exactly. So just overall, give advantages of why it is important to have good credit. For me, I'll say this, what I've noticed over the years of dealing with my clients and just people in general. Having good credit, it has so many benefits. Outside of you being able to help your kids, that's the main thing to me. Like being able to help your kids, give them a sense of financial freedom, and just being able to do things as far as like getting houses with low interest rates, getting cars with low interest rates and no down payments. And no cosigner. No cosigner and low payment. Low payments, things like that matter. A lot of people just get excited because they get the approvals, but that approval it may not cost you now, but it's gonna cost you in the long run. So just being able to be, have financial freedom and do things and get accounts that you never thought you would be able to get it before. I have clients who got high limit credit cards who never had a credit card a day in their life. And also, building business credit, sometimes you may have to piggyback off your personal. If you don't have good credit, good personal credit, you kind of doomed, Yeah. So, building your credit as a whole is just, it gives you it's a stress reliever for me. I know if something breaks in my house there tomorrow, if I don't have the cash to go get X, Y, and Z, I can go finance it. Right, it's a sense of security. It's a sense of security. Like, you really... Everybody, I don't care who you are, you need to focus on your credit at some point in time. And it may not be important to you now, but I guarantee you at some point in time in your life, you're going to wish you like, I should have handled it. And I highly recommend don't wait till you need to use it. Get it right now. For those who say, I pay for everything cash, I don't need credit. I got a lot of those. I have a lot of people who've done everything by cash for years, and now they want to go buy a house, but guess what? If you can't prove where that cash came from, you kind of stuck in, between a rock and a hard place. Mm-hmm. So, and I mean, a lot of people don't have just $100,000 laying around to go buy a house.
Right.
So again, you gotta use your credit, and you can't, just because you got the score doesn't necessarily qualify you.
Right.
And that's what other accounts as well, loan accounts. You can have a high score, but do you have credit history? Do you have payment history? Have you bought anything? Have you paid on anything? That's what they look for.
Okay. Now, many of you do not know, or some may know, Ashley used to work in the HR department at Virginia College.
Career services.
I'm sorry, career services. Career services, excuse me. But I don't know if many of you know, saw in the news, in the media, Virginia College just closed all of their doors, not just here, everywhere, across the United States, wherever they're located. So my question to you is, how have this whole experience made you feel knowing if you had not moved when God told you to move, the situation you would have been in right now?
It's really a sense of relief, and I'll be honest, for me, leaving my job, I'm deciding to leave my job because I left on my own. It has drawn me closer to God as a whole, and just shown me that, trusting God and trusting the process, and believing that, He has me as far as my faith. My faith is so much stronger now, because it is scary to step out on faith and, leave a job that, this is security. I'm getting paid good money. I go to work, I got a great schedule. Flexibility was there, but to actually leave my job and go work for myself, and the unknown was there. So it's like mind blowing to me, the fact that I did it, and now I see like, wow, God moved me before that happened, because a lot of people did leave that, leave that job and they left with nothing, basically. And it's like, had I not left when God kept pushing me like, it's time to go, it's time, and to put me in the position that I am. And now, I don't know, it's scary, because I'm like, I don't know what my life would have been like, trying to scramble and put things back together.
Today.
Like, I'm going to take care of me and my child, yeah. If I had stayed, it would have been me saying, okay, you lost your job today. So.
Right. Share some key things that keep you personally motivated as an entrepreneur.
The key thing that keeps me motivated is, I'm my boss. I cut my own checks. If I don't do it, nobody's going to do it for me. One of the things that keep me grounded is knowing that, just trust and believing that God has me covered, and everything that I'm doing right now is it's Him working through me.
Right.
And I'm living out my purpose. I honestly am, and I have a passion for this. Like, I love repairing credit. I love helping people. I love my clients accomplish goals, and they are excited. They get me excited. So, just doing something that I love to do, it keeps me motivated, because people are actually living.
Right.
They living their best life, honestly.
Right. Yeah. So when you can help somebody live their best life, that can't help but to be a motivation. Yeah. As far as accolades, honey, congratulations! You won 2 awards this year.
I did.
You won the Best Small Business Award for the PCS Honors Awards, as well as for the Best Credit Repair Service at the 2nd Annual Black Owned Business Awards. That was another one you won. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Awesome work. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
So, it's going to get a little personal here. So,
you know what I mean?
I'm going to get all in your business. So, tell the viewers something you want to share, of course, that they may not know about you.
I'm really nice. A lot of people think that I'm really mean.
Yeah, that's
yeah, a lot of people think that I'm really mean, but I'm really a nice person. However, I am very business minded, so I kind of can come off like I'm mean, but I'm really a nice person. I really like helping people. That's pretty much it. I tell you my
All right, share some encouraging words to an inspiring entrepreneur, or someone who just will not move out their own way, or someone who may have had one of those moments where they're like, forget this, I'm giving up.
I'll tell you this. This is what works for me. What has worked for me if you are one of those people who's, because I started selling businesses and had to realize, like, you know, a lot of people start businesses because they want money. I want to make some money. But if your heart and your passion is not in it, then you just starting a business. You're not going to want to get up and go do it. You're not going to be so eager to help people, or, you know, I see a lot of people, they be so negative, and it's like, how do you expect people to support you and you negative? You know, I honestly encourage anybody that is out there that is in a business or thinking of starting a business, surround yourself with positive, like-minded people. It's okay to remove people out your circle. It's nothing personal. It's the only way you're going to elevate. You have to be willing to separate people who not going where you're trying to go.
To your circle. Because
their conversations is not going to be the conversation that you need to hear. Me personally, I thrive to speak, you know, positivity every day. I need to hear positivity, so I talk to positive people. If I know an individual always is negative, I just don't talk to them. And it's not personal, it's just that that's not what I need in my life. Another thing I would say is stay focused. Keep pushing. Don't give up. If you really want it, you can't give up. I always say this, you have to move. You're going to have some bad days. You're going to have some days you say, screw this. The wrong person's going to say the wrong thing to you. That's going to make you mad. It's okay. That's what comes with business. It's a part of business. And I had to learn that. People like Ashley, that's what comes with it.
Right.
You know, that's what comes with business. You just have to continue to push forward. If you know you're putting your best foot forward, I always say this, do your best and let God do the rest.
Right.
And get out your own way.
It's not easy, but it's worth it.
It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Like I've been in business 11 years, but I wasn't here 11 years ago. I wasn't here 5 years ago. I wasn't here 3 years ago. But I had to make up my mind that this is what I want. And when you want something bad enough, you're going to make it happen by any means necessary.
And just to piggyback off her, and if someone else is doing what you're doing, so what?
Exactly.
So what? You got McDonald's, you got Burger King, you got Popeyes, you got churches. You got 50 million different bread brands. You got so many different gas stations. I mean, so what? Do you stay in your lane, focus on your craft, and the rest is history. You cannot. Everybody can't be your customer.
And they're not supposed to.
Everybody can't support you. Or it's some people you probably like, okay, I don't want to deal with them. So if that become one of those things that may discourage you about a certain market being saturated, get over it. So what? Do it. Just do it.
Just do it. Be the best at it. That's my goal.
Right.
I tell myself every morning, I don't care who's repairing credit. I don't care who's doing financial literacy. I have tunnel vision when it comes to my business because every day I'm thriving to be better than who I was yesterday.
Right.
Don't focus. Don't wake up with the focus. That's the thing. A lot of people wake up with the negativity already. Like, you know, why they doing this? They trying to do this. People, you can't think like that. Wake up with what I'm going to do today to make my business stand out better than whoever. And it's not personal. It's business. The goal is to elevate higher than everybody else who's doing better. Who's doing what you're doing. Right. Don't focus on what they're doing. Focus on what you can do to be better.
Right.
And that's just the gist of it. Don't focus on what's around you. Stay focused on you.
On you and your crowd. So, I think we're done here. So, there's our time for today with Business Awareness Thursday with Lush Consulting Firm. Again, I am your girl, Kim K. Again, y'all like and share. Any questions, concerns, ideas, anything like that. Make sure you post any questions you have on this post. If there are any businesses or entrepreneurs that you may have in mind that may be a good fit that you would like me to go visit and speak with, shoot me a message in my inbox. Also, if you are a entrepreneur that's looking and tuning in, if you want me to come visit you so we can talk, chat it up, you can also send me a message. Also, Business Awareness Thursday is now on the iHeartRadio app and iTunes. So, anybody that's featured on this show will be featured on those apps. So, keep that in mind. Go subscribe. That's iHeartRadio app, iTunes, and I also have a YouTube channel. Please subscribe. I share those on my page, but if you go on YouTube, type in Kimberly Knight, it'll come right up. You'll see Lush Consulting Firm. Also, this weekend, we have the Mix, Mingle, and Mimosas Holiday Networking networking mixer. Ashley is a vendor there, so come by. You have any questions, you want to speak with her, that's your chance to come mix, mingle, talk. Admission is only $5. We will have a DJ on the 1 and 2s. We're going to have a little laid-back environment, bottomless mimosas. You got so many wonderful vendors there. $5, bring your business cards. Let's work, let's network. Of course, because you know, network is increase your network. So, $5 investment, that's it, to come get some valuable information and come meet some great people. Also, vendor spots are sold out. So if you see that flyer, I'm sorry, the vendor spots are sold out. We sold out like a week ago. We will be doing a number of events, so just make sure you stay plugged in, like Lush Consulting Firm's page, and you can stay connected. And I think that's it for today. Oh, it's at Gemini Studios. Gemini Studios on the Service Road near Marnards. I'll put that flyer on this post so you'll know exactly where it is. But that's it for today. And we're out of here.